Welcome to our review of graphing on a coordinate plane. Let's start with some vocabulary. The x-axis is the horizontal line, while the y-axis is the vertical line. Both lines intersect at the point of origin, which always has the ordered pair of 0, 0. So here we have the origin with an ordered pair of 0, 0. So we can think about these as a number line. If this is 0 on a number line, anything to the right is going to be a positive number. We're moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if we were going in this direction from the origin to the left, we'd have -1, -2, -3, -4, and -5. Now, if we're at 0, 0 at the origin and we're moving up, this would be +1, +2, +3, and +4. But if we were at the point of origin and we moved down, we would be going in a negative direction, and we'd have -1 and -2 and -3 and -4. So the plane is divided into 4 quadrants. And these quadrants are called quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. You'll notice that I used Roman numerals to describe these quadrants. And each of these quadrants are going to have specific ordered pairs. So if we look at quadrant 1, and I wanted to know the ordered pair of any of the points that would fall in this quadrant, here in quadrant 1, I would know that they'd have to be positive, positive. Because if we started here at the origin and we moved to the right, that's a positive direction, and then we moved up, that's a positive direction. So going across and then up is going to give us a positive, positive ordered pair. But if we were looking over here in quadrant 2, we would know that these have to be a negative, positive. They're going to be a negative, positive because we'd be starting here at the origin and moving back in a negative direction from 0, but then we'd have to go up to get a positive in this quadrant. So you can probably guess that if we were looking over here at quadrant 3, any point that falls here in quadrant 3 is going to have to be a negative, negative, because we're going from the origin back in a negative direction and then down. So these would have to be a negative, negative. And in quadrant 4, if we were looking over here and you were going to put a point in this quadrant, in quadrant 4, you would have to be a positive, negative, because if again we start here at the origin, if we're starting here at the origin and we're moving in this direction, that's positive, but then we'd have to go down and that's a negative, therefore giving us a positive, negative. Now, we should notice then that an ordered pair gives the coordinates and location of a point. So our last vocabulary word here is an ordered pair gives us the coordinates and location of a point. And our ordered pair will always be in the form of x comma y, because we will always go across the x-axis, forward or backwards, before we go up or down the y-axis. Let's give this some practice. The first set of directions asks us to find the coordinates of the indicated point. So we're looking for point A, which is right here, and it wants us to give it an ordered pair. It wants to know what's the name of that point. So again, we're going to start here at the origin, and we're going to count across the x before we go up or down the y. So if we count across, we're going 1, 2, 3, and then we're going up 1, 2, 3. So the ordered pair of point A is 3, 3. So let's look at point I. Point I is over here. Well, we already know it's going to have to be a positive, negative, because we're going to be going across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, before we go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we went across 5, and then we went down 7, and since we went down, that's a negative 7. So let's try point G. Point G is right here. So we're going to have to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Going back 9 from the origin and down 9 is going to give us an ordered pair of negative 9, negative 9. Let's find C. Point C is right here. So we're going to have to go back 1, 2, and then we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll back 2 and up 7 gives us the ordered pair negative 2, 7. Let's pick a different color. How about J? Point J is right here. Point J, if we're starting at the origin, which is where we always start, we're going across 0. Since it's on this y-axis, I don't have to move off of the y-axis. I'm going across 0 and down 1, 2, 3. Since we didn't move across, we'll have an ordered pair of 0. Going down 3 is a negative 3. And point N is over here. And point N, we're going to see, is in this negative, negative, because we're going to be going back, and then we're going to be going down. Let's count how many we go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going back 8, and then down 1, 2, 3. So we'll have an ordered pair of negative 8, 3. Now it's asking us to name the letter at each ordered pair. It wants us to name the letters at the ordered pair. So let me erase what we have here, and let's look at the letter of the ordered pair. So we're looking at 6, 9. Hopefully you can see that if the ordered pair is 6, 9, we're going to be over here in quadrant 1 because it's a positive, positive. And if we start at the origin and we count across 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then up 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you'll see that we're at point F. Point F's ordered pair is 6, 9. Let's try negative 5, negative 4. Can you tell which quadrant it's in? It's going to be in quadrant 3 because we're going to be going back and down because we have a negative, negative. Negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 takes us to point B. Always across the x-axis before we go up or down the y-axis. The next one is negative 7, 6. Negative 7, 6. Negative 7, starting at the origin, we have to go negative 7, which is back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 6 is a positive 6, so we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you guessed it, that's point L. Negative 5, 0, always starting with your pencil on the origin. And then we're going to count back 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, always using the x-axis first, and then down 0. Since we're going down 0, we're at point E. 1, 5, starting at the origin, we're going across 1 and then up 5. You guessed it, that's point M. And how about 7, 2? Ordered pair 7, 2 has us go across 7 and up 2, and we land on point K. Name the quadrant or axis on which each point lies. Let's erase what we have here. And we're looking for point B. Point B is right here, and we know that this is quadrant 3. So we're looking at B is in quadrant 3. How about 7, 2? Well, 7, 2 is a positive, positive, so you can tell that it's going to be in quadrant 1. You'd go across 7 and up 2. Negative 7, 6. Negative 7, starting at the origin, has us go back 7 and up 6, so we're going to be in quadrant 2. 8, negative 3. 8 across, 3 down is going to take us here to quadrant 4. 2 more. Point E is right here on the line. It's on the x-axis. And negative 9, 9, a negative negative, you guessed it, is going to take us to quadrant 3.